the damage from round 2. He's getting love from all fronts here. Seems like a very nice synergetic lineup for Alliance here, while Escape have a little bit of everything.
It's crazy.
It's definitely a bit more far-fetched of a draft, and I'm very anxious to see what they plan on doing with it. If you look at who's picking what and who's set up where, it does look like it's going to be a support Venomancer, and Era has taken reign on the Axe.
Yeah, it is what they have done the most. I don't feel that that's what I would have been the most comfortable seeing, but a farmed Axe can definitely have a big impact against a hero like Drow. Of course, it's great against the Dazzle as well. Dota, it's a friendly banter.
These teams obviously have played against each other, I imagine, a couple of times, or at least scrim against each other a couple of times.
This is just casual Swedish-Danish hate. It's a thing, a few hundreds of years, but we're still good.
I remember, you know, Kelly was mentioning in that interview you were talking about before that, you know, for Alliance, there actually wasn't the best amount of scrim options out there, because a lot of the tougher competition at the time, at least, was over in the States. You know, they were working with the Summit, Star Series, and a lot of them just ended up boot camping there. So I imagine that Escape and Alliance found some good time to
most teams were boot camping in the US, so if you're playing from Europe, it was hard to find good practice partners for sure. Especially for an event this big, and we're gonna see a level 1 fight here, possibly.
Who's got that better level 1? We'll see. Bulldog
5v4
front. He gets a huge setup with the sticky, but then they see trouble and they try to pull back. The roll's going to be there. Big physical hit from Ake with that heal. Could force Escape to kind of pull out, and it's going to be Kezu who ends up going down first. Alliance might not be done yet.
Era
focusing Era, so he doesn't really get a whole lot of spins off, but by the time they focus him, he's going to be as good as dead. 2 kills for Alliance to start things off in game number 2.
Yeah, and that just shows how powerful they are. That heal from Dazzle did a lot of damage as the Earth Spirit rolled up on the high ground. He had to immediately just run away. And yeah, Razor just showing his prowess here in the fight.
I don't know if Escape were anticipating all of Alliance to be there, but they definitely got kind of coaxed into a bit of an awkward situation. Here's a roll, and it's set up with the Gale from Cinderin. Is it going to be enough slow power to allow Era to get in for any sort of call? Anything at all? Right click?
Just
yes.
the right click.
Cinderin takes the last poke of that one, and it's quick for Escape to get their own kill on the board.
Good damage done, and he can start pulling up now, or stacking even. Preparing stacks for your Axe in the jungle would have been really, really good. In mid lane, we just see high aggression here by Razor. This is a lane where it might be impossible for an Alchemist to farm, actually.
Yeah, Koikuk can casually drop some acid spray and hope for the best, but as you mentioned, Razor, one of the best at being a mid lane matchup one-on-one. Him, Viper, OD, tyrants of the mid lane.
And they really are. And Razor just matches up against Alchemist so good in terms of the stealing his damage, running at him, and just zoning him out of the creeps.
Looks like assistance is nearby. Yapsor looking for openings. This is what you see in any typical Earth Spirit game, but the problem is the targets and the abilities to be able to take the mid laners are becoming a lot tougher.
He has very low HP on S4 though. He's trying to hold these creeps outside of the tower range.
Best chance right here and now. He's got to connect with the rolling boulder too.
Yeah, if he gets a roll, they don't have stun yet. He wants level 3 on the Alchemist. It's so close.
There's the roll. It does connect.
He gets it.
With the slow and the acid spray and the stun flying out, it should be good enough.
Yeah.
They'll get it done. That's what you want to do. He will possibly lose his own life. It looks like he will. Gets taken down. S4 actually gets the note for that, and Bulldog with a haste rune wildly appears.
Oh god.
He's starting to
going.
The sticky icky, and he burns him down the whole way.
Yeah. He's going to be a very happy Batrider now, being part of 4 kills already at 2.5 minutes. He gets a bottle charge for his efforts by S4, and he can make his way back into the jungle, farm up a little bit, or even head back and just TP up on top lane again.
Fortunate for Escape, they tried to set up this whole tactile initiation for the mid lane. They end up getting it done, but only to hand S4 a kill back, and a good positive uplift there for Bulldog once more.
Yeah, definitely. That was a nicely timed gank with the Alchemist level 3. I liked most of it, but just unfortunately, Bulldog was already on top of that with the counter gank.
S4 with the S4 rune. How cute.
Yep.
Yapsor still looking to find a home for himself. Kezu has acknowledged the troubling off lane and has forfeited it and has taken his business into the jungle strictly, it looks like.
Era is, of course, freeing up space with this Axe letting Synderen get his levels, and now they're thinking about doing something, but this is now already a very strong...
They do have YapzOr coming in from the rear too. Let's see if Bulldog can find his way out of this.
Spin!
Era needs the spins here, not getting a whole lot of it. There goes the lead in, the boulder smash, and that's going to be good. They'll get the Bat Rider down and escape fire back once again.
Yeah, it is a very high kill potential kind of lane. The Venomous Gale makes it very hard for Bat Rider to get away. And Bulldog got kind of baited there. He got like 3 or 4 stacks onto the Venomancer and was hoping to get a kill on Synderen, but Synderen is too sly for that. Sneaky little bastard.
As per usual. Bulldog back though. Hangs to the tower and will be in a good spot, but YapzOr continues his movement, this time accompanying the Koikfa Alk in the mid lane, because it is a bit of a 2-on-2, as EGM also kind of matching and mirroring YapzOr.
It is a hard day as well for Koikfa. This game right here, playing Alchemist on mid lane, being 7 CS, and the rune control is coming out from Alliance as well.
He is getting just crushed. Yeah. Score, no surprise, 23 and 14 to denies.
I mean, that's some 8.5k MMR right there. You know, S4 started playing on his 8k account again. He's going for 9k, man.
He's no longer scared. He's ready to ascend into the 9k realm with the few select.
Indeed. And Bulldog again might be baited into aggression here, or is it Synderen who's going to be feeding this time? Oh, he chokes it!
5 stacks, he sidesteps the Gale and easily torches and burns him up.
Yeah, this time Synderen, you know, pretending to be baiting, I guess, but there was no one there to save him, and Bulldog calls him on his bluff.
Yeah, probably grinning a lot about that one here, but look at this, we got a smoke response play here in the bottom lane. This could be YapzOr. Double Ion Shell. Gonna be set up. They're looking for their target. It is Loda. There they make their move. They connect wonderfully, and he tries to get the gust off, but the boulder smash is going to be able to connect, which will pop off the stun. They get the surge. They need a little bit more. Heal is there, and Ake holds the grave. Will finally dish it out. Will they overcommit or the drow? It looks like they will.
Run, Loda.
Beautiful defensive play. He gets the gust off, and it looks like they'll be able to end up with 2 kills for Loda. Double kill.
And
wonderfully played.
Bulldog also gets a kill top lane. Together with EGM, they managed to bring down Era on his Axe, in fact. So beautiful play all over the map. That was really clutch by Loda and Ake as well.
Suddenly Alliance are up 8-3 at the end of that.
They're back?
They are. It looked like just unfortunate mistime. The Iron Shell, I guess, expired at the end as YapzOr was making chase onto the drow.
I mean,
didn't quite have enough firepower.
Ake coming in there with a heal in the grave just turned everything around as well. The second gust flying out, pushing them away. Could not have been better.
They're going for it again, and Ake's back in his position once more. Here he is, gets off the poison, has the grave if he feels it's necessary, but he knows it's not.
He actually doesn't have mana after that poison touch as well, so good thing he didn't need it.
Uh-oh, trouble's coming. Look at that, it's S4. Roaming in, pops off the nuke. It's going to force YapzOr to totally roll away, and he'll be good.
He's going to be just fine. Meanwhile, though, Alchemist gets a little bit of breathing room as soon as the Razor leaves. Razor with a 24 denies. He's really been just cranking down on his poor Alchemist.
Alchemist will try to recover, but already a big amount of momentum coming the way of Alliance here, stringing kills across the board. They're winning all 3 lanes.
The fact that you're behind net worth as an Alchemist to your enemy mid is just never acceptable to you. You always want to be ahead by at least a few thousand heading into a 10-minute mark. Right now he's behind by 600.
And we'll see how much Escape feel value to be able to strike back, in a sense, to get Alk back into the grind. It looks like Bulldog made an approach towards the mid lane here and runs into both Koikfa and Synderen, but he'll be able to fly up and above and away from any trouble. While mid lane, they're making their own possible approach. YapzOr looking to get in position here.
Kessu's stealing creeps, though. Stealing the big creeps here with the Iron Shell. Very good little move. Getting that experience taken away from the enemy, and of course the bank of gold.
Wow, that gets even YapzOr a lot of XP. He was about to get to 4, and now he's quick to 4.5.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, they ran to EGM. It's a big ogre, though. I don't think they want to commit for this, so they decide to pull off. Plus, with Dazzle nearby, this is pretty much an impossible mission, so they got to get the hell out. Mizu needs to pop his wand and maybe a TP here, but EGM's chasing him, and he has a Fire Blast.
Oh, he's trying to be sneaky, but yeah, no.
That is not
It's all ogre.
Sir. You got a pointy head, and it's going to be...
He's trying to walk past, but this ogre
just is hard to watch. Takes him into a back alley and beats him down with a bat.
Yeah, it comes up with a bloody club after that. Like, yep, had some issues to take care of.
And now we see Alliance up and above, 9-3 now, with already a little over a 3K net worth advantage. They're in a solid spot. Loda in the bottom lane, man. He's been doing work. He's got a Dragon Lance already. Look how hard he hits.
Yeah, he's really adding up agility as well for the rest of his team to get extra damage as well. So he has the power threats and the Dragon Lance now. Really good stuff for the Razor on the mid lane as he has plus 34 damage.
Radiant on the move. They pop out a scan to see if there is an Alchemist farming nearby. They're not going to catch them there, nice. So they head that direction, look to go up and around. And
on a stacked small camp is where he's been farming, so they find the results. What happened there?
Bulldog comes out big in a fight. He walks away with a Blink Dagger.
Dire scan coming out as well. He pretty much knows where they are, but did not catch them with the scan. Oh, he feels safe now, but...
Oh, can they get close enough? An Ignite will be there, but it only slows them down a bit.
Too deep. They're gonna run away. They forced out a TP by Venomancer, but he did cancel it as well, staying down on bottom lane.
Middle tower is under attack.
So, Alliance not going to be able to get the catch they were hoping for on that smoke movement or escape. They will be able to avoid the trouble, using the game sense to recognize that Alliance are doing something a bit fishy here, but
yeah,
they just go back into the grind, and even though Bulldog doesn't get a fight, he wants to get his Blink Dagger, he's just going to have it by farming out a wave or so.
Yeah, definitely. Just keep farming for a little bit more. Than Alliance should be looking to take the tier 1 towers and get some control on this map, because that's how you shut down the Alchemist. You limit his space, limit the area that he can use to farm. And aggression will pay off.
I'm wondering to see here. I'm sure soon enough Alliance will ramp the pace up here, particularly in the bottom lane where this route could maybe push through a tier 1.
S4 is punishing this mid tower a lot. He's just slapping away at it. Of course, the creeps get pulled back by YapzOr, so I'm not going to take the tower in one sweep, but he has been dealing a lot of damage.
And he's going right for the mech, so he's going to be the one to bring the sustain for his team. I think that he is the appropriate mech candidate in this game. There's really not a lot of else unless one of these supports can somehow manage to farm it up.
And can we see a deny? Synderen with the wards. Not strong enough. He tried though.
Yeah, 3 wards, micro together, still not as good as, unfortunately, Loda's heavy hit. Will be able to get the last hit on that one. And they could follow it up with a secondary tower takedown, possibly here in the mid lane. It looks like Alliance have already rotated in a couple backliners, including a certain
lot of damage on the Razor.
Blink, ready to go, pops in, gets the lasso. It's going to be on YapzOr. A pretty safe and easy target there.
Good thing he didn't get the grab on the Alchemist instead. That would have been even worse for escape. So they're probably happy, even though they lost the hero and lost the tower. You have to be happy that you didn't lose your core as well.
Alliance not done yet though. Posturing up in a more offensive front as they continue moving forward here. They're going to get some early pot shots possibly on this tier 2.
Some really good base defense though by Venomancer and Alchemist Acid Spray.
Yeah.
You have the wards and Acid Spray. It's so hard to break into. You should go for all the tier 1 towers if you're Alliance in this spot, and then just think about Roche, maybe keep ganking with the Batrider. And yeah, Batrider is actually stealing the enemy jungle right now with a Firefly.
Yep, already has his Blink, looking to acquire a Force Staff in due time. Synderen will see him and try to snipe what he can away. But Alliance are nearby just in case trouble approaches here. But I was just going to say that maybe Escape's aggression might have been put on hold for a bit, but look at this, they smoke and they go on the move here. It's a good time because, I mean, they got YapzOr's level 6, he's actually level 7, but they have the Magnetize to work with now.
The Blink Iron Shell axe is really powerful. They could bring down the Dazzle if they see him.
Let's see.
They see it for now.
Tier 1 is going to be dropped, the Lions take that, and continue to move right down the lane. Will Escape try to make a jump from the trees here.
Oh, they've been spotted by the ward now, though. The smoke just ran out. They know.
Bulldog takes to the skies. He's looking for a setup play, possibly for a Blink lasso. Makes his commitment, gets the grab. It's on YapzOr, who already gets the Magnetize while Era jumps in, gets a nice 2-man call. Loda gonna get saved though with the Grave. Keeps him alive and well, but Koikma could end up waiting for him a bit, and he'll end up getting burned down. They lob out the stun, and they'll get the follow-up takedown on the Dazzle. They're looking to go for Bulldog. He flame breaks them back, but the chase is on, and Koikma is fast, man. He's got that haste rune, and he just chops them down. Era, though, the man left behind here between EGM and S4, will be dropped, and Alliance are able to string together a couple of kills themselves, too, with a killing spree now on S4.
I have to say it, the Venomous wards actually paid dividends there. It was really important. They got one pot shot off on the Batrider, so he couldn't get that clean initiation, and that made Alliance have a little bit awkward positioning, because he had to back off, get the Blink Dagger off cooldown, and then go. But during this time, Loda got caught out on his Drow Ranger, and things escalated from there, let's say. That haste rune was, of course, a big part of the team fight as well, though. Escape.
Yeah,
a lot of
actually
chase.
was seeing their positioning. I was a bit nervous that Koikfa wasn't going to be able to be there in time, but wouldn't you believe it? The mighty frog blessed him with a haste rune, so he was there in good time and able to participate plenty and help a bounce back play because he had been beaten down so bad in that laning phase.
Yeah, now he's recovered pretty well. He is sort of even with the Razor and net worth. He definitely still needs to pull ahead, but looking at those creeps that he's killing mid right now, he's taking a lead in the CS and or in the net worth department.
Now at 7.5k, I mean, you would hope to expect to see at least an Alchemist for a team you want to win be there at the top at this point and start to really climb ahead. Drow is nipping at the heels though. And in fact, looking to go for more is bottom lane, Loda and S4, both sieging away at this tier 2. We look to see what Escape are going to be doing for a response. They're already
they've been scanned.
But they have been scanned, they have been spotted. A casual flame break is going to be sent that way, and Escape might have to think twice about approaching Alliance here.
Batrider looking for anyone he can grab really. Any target is a good one.
Flying up and over, who will be the best target? Era quick to blink back. Quick already in the ulti. He makes his move, gets the grab back. They have no way to stop except for a slow kick of a boulder smash. They'll finally slow him down, but the damage has already been done. Kezu's going to be taken out of this fight. There'll be no wall for you, sir.
Yeah,
he's gone.
They're back to pushing the tower. Bloodlusted up on the Razor and a Drow. Tons of damage, and this should be a very natural transition to Roche if they want to.
Beautiful time.
I don't think they should be going high ground against this, but maybe they want to get some poking done.
This delays the mech even further for Escape.
They're gonna back out. There is, in fact, a DD rune as well outside Roche pit right now, so it would be so good for Alliance if they can go there.
Looks like not. Loda's already heading towards that top lane, and we'll just push out and do some casual farm there instead.
Damn it.
A bit too risky, I suppose. But they'll get back into it here. It looks like Loda is going the Morbid Mask, so Helm of the Dominator seems to be en route for him.
He's got the Shadow Blade as well on the courier. Gonna come out soon. There's a Dragonlance coming out for Razor as well, so that's gonna help him with the damage output, being able to hit from a little bit farther away.
And you could just see, I mean, we were mentioning it in the draft, if Bulldog is able to kind of get that lead in initiation, the response play from Escape is very limited. A flying out concoction or a boulder smash just move a little too slow.
Yeah.
And Bulldog's are going to get what he needs and get out. And unless there's a Venom Ward like in the previous fight to stop him, he's going to get what he wants.
With that Blink Force Staff, Batrider is a powerful initiator, that's for sure. And they're not looking to shy away from a fight either as they go for the tier 2 top, and no split push is being done by Escape. They want to take the fight. They're smoked up.
I think this is like 3 straight smokes or something.
Oh, they're 200 gold away from the mech on Darks here. What a sad time to smoke for Escape if they
the difference
get
between that one takeoff in the previous fight. And it could happen here to Yapster. It gets pulled right into the arms of the Drow. Eric comes in, but he gets silenced immediately, so he cannot fall over the call. Cinder's going to be going down as well. Koifer tries to move for S4, but he gets forced back and away here. A good move in from Alliance leads to 2 successful picks on both supports, and they'll be able to follow up with a tier 2 takedown.
And that's why you're happy you have a Dazzle as well after you get hit by the Venomous ulti. You know, you don't care at all. Poison Nova doesn't do anything to you. You just keep healing up and you can keep going. The sustain is very good on Alliance. And that was a clutch silence by Loda, so showing off some good reflexes there. Old man Loda.
Old man Loda. Able to kind of...
Probably the oldest man in this match.
Oh, for sure, dude. These kids are...
By years.
Some of them are children,
yeah.
For God's sakes. I see their ages, and I feel like an old man. I feel way old. But young, talented, and fighting for their lives, potentially, is Escape. As this one not looking as likely to hold out as it did in game number 1. I mean, a lot on the shoulders now of Koikfa, I'd imagine, here. And his Alchemist. He's already got the Radiance, he's already got the Armor, and he's chunking away on tier 1 at the bottom lane, but
he's building up, but he's also about 6,000 gold away from the items that you really need to start getting online, you know. At least the Manta and Travels is very necessary. Then when you get Ocarine, you're really set, but at least the Manta and Travels, then you can start pressuring the map. Because right now you just see Alliance, they're shoving lanes so much faster, taking towers.
The whole map. They just took out the final outer tower. And yeah, you mentioned, I mean, Alchemist still has quite a build up ahead of him. But if he wants to get out there, there's going to be no real estate space left. Alliance have just claimed pretty much the majority of this map. I imagine they might even consider getting something like a gem here in the near future and could be able to just totally put Escape in the dark.
Yeah, that's very true. And Loda now with the full Silver's Edge upgrade as well on his Drow Ranger. Just great stat item, really cost effective, lower cooldown as well. And it's quite good against the axe. You can cancel the spinning. Not bad.
It just makes it feel like that stuff like a level 1 Poison Nova, a level 1 Magnetize, that is just not going to be enough. Look at like all the stat game here for Drow, with her Dragonlance, with S4, his items, his mech, his Dragonlance. They're going to be able to shrug off all of that magical damage.
Yeah, the hood on EGM is such a big thing as well.
Hood too?
Yeah, hood and raindrops. He's not going to take any magical damage, it feels like. And he's an ogre, for God's sake, so.
It really seems like Escape are just not going to have enough firepower here.
It comes down to Escape's axe. It's very, very big pressure on Era, and it seems to become like this scenario in many of Escape's games where Era has to deliver. And these pure damage spins, of course, can be one of their easiest ways.
Synderen pulling his best trump here to build a wall.
Nasty little bugs.
Right in front, but it ends up being quick pocket
They're all
change.
dead.
Yeah, here for S4 and Loda, they make quick work of that. A nice little shot right there.
Yeah, but you don't really want to commit on an Aegis Drow Ranger. Likewise, you don't necessarily want to go on a Razor. So what do you do at this point?
You pray, Waga. You pray. Here comes Alliance. Glyph is out, but Tier 3 is in trouble.
Only level 2 Vacuum as well, but they do have the mech on the side of Escape this time. First time they have that for a team fight.
Oikpa begins his TP back to be there for his comrades, and we'll see if Escape can hold on to life here for game number 2, if Alliance will be walking away from the series with at least 1 point to their name.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't just deny that tower. 47 HP against the Drow and Razor, both with Dragonlance.
And
it's
they don't do it. Okay, Loda's just gonna snipe it.
That's a lot of money. And they're all going to be pretty happy. Loda is almost keeping up with this Alchemist in net worth. That is a very bad sign for Escape.
Yes, it is.
And are they going to back off here, or are they going to keep going? Seems like they want to keep the pressure up. They do have a lot of money on the Razor to spend. 3.2k.
They throw out the weave, and they'll see what kind of use they can get out of it here. Moving in, yeah, they have a lot of money, but they could have a lot more if they can get a Rax.
That's for sure.
The greedy Alliance group.
Oh, Escape with a move from the previous game, trying to wrap around.
Alliance, though, might have learned some lessons there from game number 1 and have a very Delta split positioning.
Yeah,
EGM and that Bulldog up and above while S4 hangs on the lower
Feel
ground.
bad for Synderen. Look at this. He keeps dropping down these wards, but they're just
like,
food. Oh,
take gold.
They're tiptoeing. They really want to go.
Don't go for Rax, go for the gold.
Yeah, Escape are tiptoeing closer and closer. But who do they jump? They want to get more people than...
Look at EGM. He's trying to drag EGM into the base. Only slows him from going inside with the Gale. And it's as if he never got harassed in the first place.
EGM is like, am I being harassed? Because...
Uh-oh, Bulldog makes his move. Nice instant silence comes out from Yapsor. They try to make the call, but the Force Staff gets Bulldog to the low ground. And now S4 thinks he can get a snipe on Synderen. Meanwhile, Gazoo, that's their big high ground defender, has just been taken out of the fight, Waga.
35 seconds, he's dead, no buyback. And this is when a Dazzle lineup can really just shove up. When you have the number advantage, just keep healing everyone.
Load is in, though, and he begins to go to work. Popping off shots right now, gets the one range Rax down like it's paper, and then goes for the melee here. Any way to stop the little lady? It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, silence onto Era as well. He's going to go soon.
Roll in from Yapsor. He's got to be forced to commit. The Magnetize gets unleashed, and he gets focus fire now. He's very weak, but he'll dish out everything he can before he's going to get dropped. He's staying alive decently, but again, the sustained power, the way to shrug it all off.
Oh, Synderen slithering away. He is going to be fine, but the Rax is not.
No, it's not. And you can see it. Look at Alliance, just full life. It's as if they didn't get hit by all that.
Ake, the magic of Ake. Beautiful support. He's going in, being sneaky here. Loda with his Silver's Edge, but of course there was a ward. They saw him.
Go back and get your bearings and make a new approach to a new lane here.
Yeah, full Sanjiasha now purchased by Razor as well, so he's gonna have that coming out soon. Gonna make him a lot better at just chasing down people and slowing them down. It'll be hard for Alchemist to really go into this. Yeah,
the Alchemist is just not really able to spread his out wings.
I really think they should be waiting for the Courier to come in, though. They have Hurricane Pike, Sanjiasha, and Medallion on the Courier. All those things are coming in right now. They need to get those upgrades.
Alliance already doing plenty of work without it, though. Loda gets some good work in from the low ground here.
Escape are not going, so good thing. Of course, there is a cooldown on the Poison Nova and the Magnetize. Maybe they just feel that confident.
Yep, 20 seconds before Magnetize is even ready. By the time it is, Yapsor may have 4 stones to work with, but again, this magic damage, certainly level 1, is just not enough. It's tickle damage here to Alliance.
Loda, pop the precision aura, push the lanes. Oh, they're just gonna go again soon. Pipe completed on EGM, man. He's just a big monster at this point.
Yeah.
His ogre.
He's hoping to make it all ogre now for Escape. Team that will be guaranteed out now with a loss here. Pretty much means there's no shot for them in any sort of mathematical situation of upper bracket run. So,
but they're not giving up yet. They're still holding on for dear life. But Alliance, even with Aegis timing out, they don't really care much. Still going. Of course, Loda will be a little bit more safely positioned. They could definitely bring him down once.
oh, for sure.
Oh, mid
Grab for Bulldog. It's on Koikva of all people. He tries to run back and away, gets to force of assistance here, and he makes it to safety. Have Alliance been dragged into an awkward situation? It looks like Bulldog is going to be the first to go down, and Alliance beeline it back to the bottom here.
Going for the racks.
That one, but the racks are in trouble. S4's Eye of the Storm and right clicks coming out from Loda should be able to do enough.
Oh no, the Super Snake
is in as fast as possible. Gets quickly silenced and sent back home. Follow up from Era. Gets the call on EGM and Loda, but where is the damage going to be coming from? It's going to be coming from Alliance as they take down Era. S4 still in the heart of the base. Happy to fight it out.
Just healing up more and more. Poison Nova. Oh, Axe is back.
Axe is back and is able to get the kill.
Found it very appropriate that Bulldog was the only one who died in the first little engagement because he self-used himself after grabbing the Alchemist. Instead of pulling the Alchemist towards his team, he got used, and I thought it was an enemy used at first, but he just misclicked. But it still worked out in the end. They still just got a racks, the ranged racks, of course, going down.
A little bit of a hold by Escape. I mean, they'll take any win they can at this point with the net worth. I guess that's the unfortunate downside. I'm not sure the math technically and how the rubber band factor would work, but they have an Alchemist already on their team who's technically highest net worth, so I wonder if that hurts them when they try to make a, comeback kind of a swing.
It does. It's based on the total net worth of the team, though, a lot. So since Alliance is ahead by 14,000, you still get a big swing when you get kills. It's based on that, and it's also based on the individual net worth of the hero you kill, I believe.
Doesn't stop Alliance from coming back for round number 2.
It really doesn't. I think Loda looking maybe to pick up a Reaver before they go here. Not sure. He's got 3.2k gold sitting around the secret shop. And it will be an Eagle song, so gonna go into the Butterfly.
Okay.
More damage, of course, for his team.
And here they come, looking to finish out what they had started.
Cinder's nasty little wards sitting there as always, ready to feed.
Yep, there's some nice gold there for S4 he'll take up. But the melee racks still standing. Alliance looking to fix that.
Yeah, they're looking for any grab they can find, but right now gotta wait like 20 seconds for the next Firefly, I think. That's when you can look to grab someone. This Batrider has it on cooldown. No stress really. Gonna prepare with the weave.
Yeah, there's stress. It's just over on Escape side. That's where the stress is really at right now. Finding and hoping for the ideal setup play here. S4 confident, have to go on in front, is going to get called, and they're going to try to drag him back. Oh, a swing and a miss on the boulder smash, but they will catch him with the grip, but not going to be offering a whole lot. He runs back and away. Yapster looks to make his move. Actually doesn't get a connection. It looks like they're with the Magnetize.
Yeah, he missed.
It could be unfortunate. Alliance managed to get Escape dragged out from the front, but it's Alliance who's taking the bulk of the damage here. S4 barely going to get saved with the Grave. Tries to make it out to safety, but is not going to be able to make it out. It's Cinder who catches him with that dot damage.
Yeah,
giggling the whole way.
Great hold there by Escape, and just nice movement. They have a strong team fight now with the max level vacuum, and they're showing off the combo potential that they have. And Alliance, maybe they will realize here that, okay, we need to complete up some key items before we go high ground, or maybe look towards that next Roshan.
Yeah, I would assume for both. Yeah, get some items, get another Aegis. Uh-oh, Kezer's dead.
Kezer. Yeah. Loda still hurts with that Silver's Edge, of course.
Yeah, it says don't even bother running out from the base here. They have the vision to see when they're moving out, and it's something Escape are going to have to take care of now.
Yeah, for sure. And Escape also pinged out the Roshan, realizing that he could be up at any moment now. And I don't know if they're in a position to contest anything, though. They have one little ward giving some vision on Loda at least, but doesn't really matter much when you're dead.
Any chance Koikva can get out of his house and outside for the farm he will take as he runs frantically through the map, farming what he can, now sporting about 4.5k here towards the next defense. Should he itemize any sort of different way? When you're in a position now when it's always your back's against the wall and the push is always coming, do you change the outbuild at all, or do you just keep it?
No, I think that, if anything, gives you more reason to have the Octarine next, in fact, because that's going to help you just always keep the lanes shoved out. Also going to give you a lower cooldown on your boots of travel, which allows you to be more proactive.
Going by the secret shop is going to get spotted. He gets snagged up by Bulldog and pulled right back into the team, but 2 times multicast is going to come out alive though. They get him with the force staff, and his regen's good enough. Now the vacuum response comes out from Kenzu and Escape to get him under the wall, but it's loaded from the low ground, popping off the good shots and the good damage. Now Yapzor leads in, gets up a magnetize. Alliance can't cross the wall to make an approach for Escape, so they're going to have to retreat.
Yeah, but they're going to check Roche, and they will get a nice answer. He is up, and he's ready.
And they don't have to worry about that wall. They don't have to worry about that magnetize. They don't have to worry about pretty much anything from Escape. They'll just take it clean.
Yeah, and all they used really was the flaming lasso, of course, of the Batrider, so they'll be ready to just go for the high ground siege immediately after this. Tracer will be the one to pick it up.
Go right to work. Escape, they gotta prepare.
Yeah, they don't have much time right now. Alchemist trying to get whatever money he can before the high ground push is coming. He knows
it's
time
like
is
he'd
limited.
like to rush right for the Octarine, but at this point you gotta hold a good amount of money for that buyback.
Yeah, I think he buys it anyway.
He buys it anyway, huh?
Yeah, I think he needs the lower cooldown on Manta and on Acid Spray as well. I can't disagree with this.
Fair enough. For the rest of Escape, they're back inside the base already, preparing for the defense. Smoked up, waiting in the back
Oh,
line.
they can't actually walk in.
Has a full wall of wards, so Alliance can't even walk inside.
Yeah, they tried to smoke in, but it was blocked off.
But eventually they have to show themselves. Bulldog gets a snag, looking to pull back Era here.
Great
silence. Down, he's out instantly. No buyback for him. They're going to be losing Syndra. They're going to be losing so much more. Alliance just ripped right through all of Escape. Era and Kenzu are not going to be back for the response.
Buybacks, diebacks.
Loda going to work. Triple kill for him. S4 right by his side, and it looks like Alliance are going to be able to tie this series up 1-1.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it. No way to really hold now. 3 of your teammates dead, and look at this Dazzle just keeps healing up. Even the Aegis is still standing. Alliance make it look a lot easier in game 1. Game 2, of course, was a real struggle for both teams, and Escape just barely topped them there.
On racks away, Koikfa will go in, dish out what he can, but oh my goodness, he gets hit with a triple stun. Loda brushes him off, Hurricane Pike, and Loda goes to work here, but there's the quick Manta to avoid the trouble. Stuns up, moves in.
Oh, good vacuum, but no one is really there.
Wall. S4 very low. He's got speed, and he gets out. Roll forward from Yapzor, low to the low ground. Alliance elusive and slippery.
Yeah, very. EGM also trying to run away.
Oh, nice catch call from Era, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get the finish here for S4. It's not going to be good enough. Yapzor gets off the magnetize, but they shrug it off now, and that is a pause. Alk has DC'd apparently. Awkward timing, unfortunately.
That's actually the first one that I've seen, though, in any of our games where someone DCs during a team fight or in a bad moment, if you will. So, and to be fair, this game,
the cards.
I respect them for wanting to win against all odds, but I think Escape, they're gonna find themselves losing no matter what here. This is just such a commanding lead. But we will go here right away.
Yep. You can see it's Koikfa who's going to find himself in a bit of a pickle here. He's already lassoed up and being pulled back from Bulldog. Loda looks to finish, quickly stretch down Syndra and company. And, well, that leaves pretty much just Koikfa and just Kenzu to defend. Kenzu with really nothing else left to offer. It's all on Koikfa to do anything about it. But Alliance have just taken down the last set of racks. They have the Vegas now, and it looks like they have the win.
Yeah, they're just
making them work for it, though.
And GG will come out any minute. There we go.
All right, props to Alliance. As mentioned, game number 1 was a hell of a barn burner. Both sides back and forth with Escape ultimately coming out on top. But Alliance will be able to get a little bit of redemption for themselves as they claim a much easier win on the back of their Dro and Razor lineup.
Yeah, really well played by both teams though. Both showed up and played some good Dota. I really have to respect that. I think Loda was really on top of his game.